She vanished from a college campus on May 25, 1996, and the man who walked away from her that night remained the last known witness for a generation. Kristin Smart was 19, a freshman at California Polytechnic State University in San Luis Obispo. Returning from a party after drinking, a fellow student, Paul Flores, said he walked her within a block of her dormitory and left. He remained the last person to see her alive. Early interviews were cursory. A polygraph was administered and later scrutinized for its irregularities. No body was found, the case was logged as a missing person matter, and the momentum that might have secured evidence dissipated. Kristin's parents, Stan and Denise Smart, refused to let the name fade. For 26 years, they ran what amounted to a single-family advocacy campaign. Private investigators, billboards, media outreach, endless hearings and interviews. They maintained pressure while the official file cooled. The outline of the case is simple and brutal. One young woman, one last known companion, and an investigation that never fully pursued the man who had been with her. The initial inquiry by the San Luis Obispo County Sheriff's Office, by later assessments and court records, lacked the urgency the circumstances warranted because no remains were recovered and forensic science in 1996 had limits that later techniques would transcend. Investigators treated Kristin's disappearance through the procedural lens of a missing person rather than an immediate homicide. That classification constrained investigative options: fewer warrants, narrower searches, less forensic preservation. Flores, identified early as the last person with Kristin, continued his life. He graduated, relocated, and in 2011 was convicted of battery on a woman in Los Angeles. But that did not reopen the Smart investigation. Reviewers of the old file found gaps. A polygraph administered atypically. No forced entry into the family home or property without new probable cause. And a failure to exploit social and situational leads in the crucial hours after Kristin vanished. Time eroded physical traces. Witness memories calcified. Yet the factual architecture of the disappearance remained straightforward in its implication. A young woman left a party with one person and never returned. Human lives threaded through procedural failures sharpened the case's moral contours. Kristin had been the child of a military family, accustomed to moving, adjusting, and meeting new people. She was tall, direct, and studying architecture. Her parents lived a public-private life of grief and strategy, refusing to cede the narrative of their daughter to bureaucratic inertia. Their sustained campaign kept the case visible, but visibility alone could not create probable cause. It took technological advances and renewed investigative focus to turn attention toward unexplored spaces, methods that did not exist or were not deployed in 1996, and legal willingness to search places previously off-limits. Public pressure from persistent coverage, notably the podcast Your Own Backyard in 2019, revived community memory, uncovered witnesses, and pushed prosecutors and deputies to recombine old leads with new tools. By the time investigators could lawfully examine property connected to the Flores family, decades of delay had reshaped the terrain, yet it also changed the available instruments of detection in ways that would prove decisive. The decisive moment arrived when modern techniques met a place that had never been fully searched under proper legal authority. In 2021, after renewed warrants and targeted searches, investigators employing ground-penetrating radar and enhanced cadaver dog methodology identified an area on the property of Paul Flores' parents in Arroyo Grande. Human remains were recovered. Forensic analysis confirmed Kristin Smart's identity. Paul Flores was arrested and later convicted of first-degree murder in October 2022, receiving a sentence of 25 years to life. His father, Ruben Flores, was arrested as an accessory after the fact and later convicted and sentenced to 6 years. The Smart family received at last a formal acknowledgement of what they had long believed. The system had taken too long, but it had produced a legal resolution. Paul Flores maintains his innocence and is pursuing appeals. Ruben Flores is also appealing. Those outcomes, however, do not undo the years stolen from Kristin or the opportunities she never had. She would have been 46 in 2022. She never designed a single building, never finished a life she had only begun to imagine. The conviction and recovery of her remains offer a narrow, late justice, the product of decades of advocacy intersecting with new forensic capacity. For those who follow cold facts and human consequence, the Smart case is a cautionary study. Institutional classifications shape outcomes. Technological progress can retroactively alter accountability, and relentless family advocacy can keep a case within reach of eventual discovery. Kristin's parents did the labor of memory for 26 years. Prosecutors and investigators finally matched that labor with methods and warrants that the original inquiry lacked. Subscribe to Case Files TV, because 26 years is too long, and this pattern repeats more often than anyone wants to admit.